Alright, hello. 'Tis the second stream for the night. Yeah, night for me. Second stream for the night for me. Or I guess day for people on the other side of the world. Oh, why are you not full screen? There we go. There we go. Alright, so last stream, quite literally only 2 to 3 hours ago, we didn't do a whole lot in the industrial district, which is actually one of the things I was wanting to do. But getting things done over here took a little longer than I initially expected. So what I decided to do was make the executive decision to do 2 streams. And just announce what my goal was in the last stream for current updates. And I'm sticking to said goals by doing the second stream. I just need a little bit of break so I can get a little bit of juice. Brain and body juice in my system. AKA noms. AKA instant ramen. But yeah, in the last stream we got the bottom floor, the second floor, and the third floor all figured out in terms of in terms of just basic outlook of what it's gonna look like, what it's supposed to look like. Now then, the other thing we did was also clean up this lovely, this very lovely town hall by adding some more finishing details were still left to be done, which wasn't a whole lot, and then adding in just the basic structures and details that were still left, which again weren't a whole lot, but it was enough to take up some time, a good decent amount of time. Let's see what else. Yeah, and I believe that catches us up on everything that needs to be caught up to move before we move on to what's actually going to be done on the stream tonight. However it may work. That is over here. The industrial district. A district I've been putting off for a very long time for many reasons. The first reason was I didn't know what I was doing, what this was going to look like. Because there's a lot of things you can do for industrial buildings. There's a lot of ways you can make them look. However, with some time I was able to figure out what that will kind of look like. But I then hit a wall of, I'm not exactly sure what this will look like. I just know what's going to be here now. And so that's kind of where we were for a while until last night, where I had a couple of epiphanies all in the same 24 hours, 12 hours actually. First one was finding some art inspo that was very enlightening on a possibility of what I could do for the building for the nuclear power plant, the nuclear reactor, the entire power plant. Because I still am going to be doing the power plant and the reactor, because there's lore, there's mechanics to it, and it also fills out the industrial district accordingly. Now, there's a secondary thing. Except the second epiphany that happened that day was actually getting a clear idea of what exactly is all gonna be here in terms of buildings. Because obviously there's the power plant, but we also need some other industrial building or buildings for how the Industrial Revolution really started in this civilization, meaning because in lore, we all started here in the Forgotten Village. Pretty straightforward, very woody, very early civilization-based materials. Nothing super extravagant. But then they began to get into Industrial Revolution era, and that means going into mines, going into caves, tunnels, etc. And with that, we then expand with even more time. As the city expands simultaneously, we then expand and upgrade to a nuclear power plant. And I needed to show that progression. I just didn't know how I was going to do it, but now I know. And we'll get into that in one moment. So I do need to take one quick second. It won't take long though. But that is the rough idea. I'll let that percolate in y'all's brains, to whomever may be listening. It's going to take a little longer than a few moments. Apologies, Barrett. Okay, I'm back. Apologies. One Piece fan, thanks for the follow. About 6 minutes ago. Sorry, something came up and I couldn't be on stream being the streamer I'm supposed to be. But everything is good now. Sorry for missing your follow when you were here. If you're not here anymore. But yeah, let's get back to it. The plan is to kind of basically just completely renovate this place and start anew for the most part. I'm actually pretty excited to do this. We have some pretty big, we got a lot of work to do, but it's a lot of work that I am pretty excited for one main reason. That reason being, I can finally start actually working on this district and getting it done. Well, darn. That is unfortunate. That was mighty unfortunate. Bang, bing, boom, boom. Oh, no. I like this. Okay, never mind. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to do this the boring way. It seems. Gotta kill you. Yes. Not that though. Bum. Bum bum. Bop bop bop. Bop bop bop. Bop bop. Eh. Eh. Then then delete. Yippee. Winning. Delete. Out of here. Out of here. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? Actually, got a better idea. We're not gonna kill the platform yet. It's not a do what must be done situation yet with the platform. We still have a little. We can still utilize it to quite a lot of potential. So we got a little bit of usage out of it, so which is nice. Bum. Let's kill all of these. There we go. Kill. Oh, sneaky. All right, cool, awesome, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Oh. Now let's just go ahead and shave off this like so. Shave off this like so, and pop. Beautiful. And we're just gonna actually remove all of the brick. Actually, we don't need the brick yet. For now, it's okay. Like, it's okay because we just need to get rid of as much of this. We just gotta get rid of the circular. Perfect. Hey, let me. Yeah, I gotta think for. Alright, so let's just remove that because we just need to keep the core, I think. Yeah, just gotta keep the core, so let's grab some stone. Sorry. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Alright. I'm really sad to see the cylinder go. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. I don't want to get rid of it. You know, we're gonna save it and put it off to the side because it might actually come in handy later on, potentially. Not exactly sure what that potentially outlook is like, but I'd like to think it's gonna come in handy at some point, or at the very least we can keep it because it looks amazing. It's perfect in every possible way. Bum 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 bum. Bam 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 bam. Okay, cool. I gotta take a second, just kind of think a little bit. Because I think I want to, because the width of the building will be like 2 blocks wider on both sides of the of this reactor, meaning it still could be a decent sized building at the end of the day. And it's gonna be long. It'll be facing this way, long ways. So the reactor core will probably be just right here, and then the building will just be this way. It's kind of the way it's looking. What else? What? Yeah, and then after that, I need to figure out the connection point for the big building. So maybe I'll work out what the big building will look like when we get to that point. Okay. Now let's just and you kind of get a good look at what we're working with for this design. Which I think we will just reuse this platform, but we'll modify it a bit. Hey Moonfeather, how's it going? Been a while. Probably mostly because I haven't been live at all. But I am still alive. And I am also a life. Funny how life works. But how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Bum ba bum bum. What with the diagonal building? That's gonna be annoying to work with. Gotcha. Hopefully you get some more sleeps in the future. Also, go enjoy it. Hope you enjoy your dinners. Okay. Because wherever this may end up meeting, wherever I end up placing this, this could be where there's gonna be a hole in the ground like it is now. I'm just straight up removing all of this so I can just grab this, move it without any issues at all. I will say, I am pleasantly surprised that it does actually look like a nuclear reactor when it's all stripped down. Crazy how that works. Crazy how proper design works. Like decently accurate building works. That's crazy. I guess I'm doing something right. Maybe just a little bit. I'd like to think I am, to some degree. Okay, so all grabbed. Looks like it's all grabbed. Perfect. Itchy. I'm thinking we need to place the building as far to the right as we can get it, because the more space we have for the left side, the better, as at this current moment of time. Of time. So I'm thinking we're gonna want probably 6 blocks from here, because we need 1 block for the wall, and then 5 blocks for spacing for, well, the actual taking care of said reactor core would be nice. This looks about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. I move it 2 back. 2 back. Oh. Oh, ads. Well, except for Sky. She is subbed. She's VIP, unironically. Bum 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 bum. Where is that? Oh, there's the hole. Oh. Let's see. Now, is it as far to the right as I can get it? Is the next question. Actually, I don't even. How long exactly do I want this to be? Because what we need, because this building is the way the building works is you don't actually put any control systems within said building. Instead, what happens is, well, sorry, you do put a control room in for control systems in the same building as the reactor core, but it's not. You're not putting the main systems of the reactor core. You're just putting the regulation systems of the reactor core, like things that keep track of what the reactor core is doing in terms of like how everything is, like how's the energy levels, how is controlling it in healthy range. Is it on the verge of maybe going out of control? Do we need to start replacing anything? Do we need to fix anything? All just the maintenance. Any control systems is purely for maintenance and making sure it doesn't explode. If I remember correctly, the actual main control systems to run the entire thing instead are in the other building, which is what the coal, which utilizes a coal plant to run that energy instead of, well, obviously the nuclear reactor. Otherwise, how else would you turn on the nuclear reactor? Turn it on and off. The other thing is that means the nuclear reactor building isn't gonna be super long. It's gonna be big and long, but it's not gonna be like extremely long at all. So if we can get this as far right as we can, the better. I'm thinking we probably want it to be maybe a little further back from here, in all honesty. And I do want it above, up above, like elevated. I like how it would look if it were elevated. But I'm thinking, right, in theory, we plop you right here, or here. I like this better. Yeah, and then we can move you to the right all the way across, however far that may be. But first we need to extrude you quite a bit so we can kind of get an idea how much room we got. Yeah, no, that's good. That's solid. That's quite solid. All right. Now I just gotta copy this over. And I'm thinking probably 5. Because is the building gonna be flush? I guess is the question, right? Will the building be flush with with the edge of the side? Maybe. Maybe. Or no, it won't. No, it won't, because whilst this platform will exist here, the actual thing will expand further out this way. This is more so just to kind of get a basic idea of what the building's gonna look like, because when the building's all said and done, we actually do need proper, like, a proper structural support for how this will look when it's all put together. So we need to move this. Yeah. So we're gonna have to move this, I think, probably 2 or 3 blocks to the right. Because yeah, so we can have the walls of the building flush against here, because it'll expand further to the right and it'll further to the right. That is not how directions work. I know my lefts and right. A little further to the left and a little further to the right. I know my lefts and rights. Trust me, bro. Yeah, so where are we sitting at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we need to go one more this way. That means a 3 block gap then. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we move all of this, it should all be good and ready to go. To kind of get just make a rectangle box, just to make the rectangle box where the building is the next step after I move this. Do I want to elevate it? No, actually we want this to kind of be basined in to the, and be kind of baked into the into this structure here. That should leave us with 5 blocks. Yep, 5 blocks. Oh, hold on. I need to go further because I need to use different blocks for the inside and different. Yeah, because I need double layer it. Oh, do I want to? Never mind. We're gonna do a little more than double layer. We're gonna try and quadruple layer, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So, Shooks, man, shooks. Well, I guess, like, right. If we're gonna have a skyscraper onto the right side, connected to the right side, which is also gonna be mega size. I guess this is one thing we could say goes outside of the mega structure, with the only reason being, so like, this is part of the it was planned to make this bigger than what the walls had originally planned for, only because like the walls for the mega structure didn't really become a thing until, well, we kind of industrialized quite a bit. Like we were by that point we were probably at this area. Hello, Prototype Gaming. How's it going? How goes it? But yeah, I think we can do that. Just gonna have to move a lot of things around and do some really careful planning. Good to hear. So if we're double layering these walls, and then we need to leave 2 or 3, probably 3 for what I need. Maybe, wait, maybe only just 2. Hold on. And you see the, and you see how many blocks this takes up. 1, 2, oh, okay, only 2. Yeah, only 2. Because technically we could put those off to the side. We can send them. It's either 2 or 3. I'm gonna say 2. No. I'm gonna play it safe. We're gonna give ourselves 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe. Safe than sorry. So in that case, we gotta move this a lot further. A lot further. Unfortunately for me. So if we move this here, that gives us what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So wall, 1, 2, 3, wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we need to move this back this way 1 block. Oh, and I never even grabbed that bottom bit. That's tragic. That is just tragic. 1 block this way, and then let's go grab you and move you back over. Very quick, easy didgeridoo. Viola, perfect. So now, in theory, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. How? Wow. Oh no, I'm stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. Okay, cool. And then just go ahead and copy paste this over as a nice little ruler measurement thingy my bob. And now we can move you over to match. Set. Oh. Too far. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That is about this. Yeah, that looks correct though. That looks like a good sized building. Perfect. Now let's just go in and add some more of these. What are we looking at? 5, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an issue. Maybe 1, 2. Well, now that's a predicament to be in. One, 2, 3, 4. That's 7. That's also 7. That's also 7. That's definitely not 7. Okay. So how do I want to do this then? Because I want to make this even. What if we only did 2 then? Right? So if we did 2, then we did 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. And then kill these. And we can just copy, paste this over here. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Okay. So this is what we're working with right now. Hey Sky. Yeah, I am indeed back at it. I'm working currently on my second stream for the night. Getting some big progress done. Last stream, when I took my 15-minute break to go talk to you, I was actually finishing up working this lovely mansion, mayor's mansion in lore. Ignore the floating thing. It's. I feel like I've done a lot, but it's still a fraction of what's left to be done. An absolute fraction. We have a long way to go. It is by definition a marathon and not a race. And then I also was just finishing up adding detail, the first layer of detail for most of the town hall over here. Yeah, that I can agree on. I can't wait to see the final result as well. And hopefully it turns out well. But how's it going, Sky? How was your stream? Hope it was well. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, of course. It's only fair since I wasn't in your stream for most of it, or even the rest of it from when I did join. I did quite literally give you the Irish goodbye as well, which is just the cherry on top. Yeah, but like, I could have probably at least said goodbye and have a good stream instead of ghost. I know you don't. It's just in my eyes a good common courtesy I could have done at the end of the day when the clock ticks away. I'm not starting that one. Then do I want to just now this is where I'm debating. Yeah, no, we'll just work with it. I know you do, but that's you. That's not me. There's a difference there. I don't mind that you do it either, really. Just when it's on the opposite side. I like to say hi and goodbye, typically. I try to anyways. I have learned this. I learned this quite early on, Sky. With when you, Devo, and Alicia were playing a lot for a while. I learned that pretty quickly. Okay, this looks good now. Let's go ahead and connect this all together. And then, actually, no, it should be fine. Grab. that'll work for now. And then the goal is to just place a building on. I don't know if the building will go all the way to the edge though. That I'm not entirely sure about at the moment. By the looks of it though, it probably will. Yeah, it looks like it probably will. So just to be safe, we're just gonna go all the way to the edge. Just kind of give us a good baseline outline of what this might look like. This building should only really be about yay tall, in theory. Also, I kind of want, I want to play with the idea of curved corners on this building, actually. I feel like that could be really cool if I pull it off correctly. Especially for what building this is. I feel like that could be really cool. I need to go further. Gosh darn it. One more, then it should be good. Oh yeah, Sky. So recently, as of recent, I've been getting a lot of deer meat from a food pantry I go to, due to my money situation. And I've been going to food pantry for a while, so it's nothing I can exactly solve just by getting a job, because I have been working full time. But what's it called? I have a ton of deer meat. It's good. It's really good food. I can't lie. It's the first time I've ever had deer meat, and it's good. But I just have a ton of it. Like, I believe if I did the my math correct, I have about 3 to 4 months worth of deer meat stocked up right now. I got a lot of deer meat. I'm deer meating over here. I'm deer meating real hard over here. Yeah, I'm putting it it's all in the freezer. So it's not going to waste until it eventually gets freezer burnt, where I'll have to eventually like take it out and then put it back in. But yeah, it's all in the freezer, don't worry. Except for obviously whenever I need to pull it out for a week, because one like, I think it's like 4 pounds. Oh, maybe it's only like 2 pounds, I think. 2 pounds of deer meat. Oh, definitely no. That will definitely not last long in the fridge. That will die in the fridge if I left it all in the fridge. I don't know how I feel. Curved corners. Yeah. Context is important with that one. Context is important with a lot of things, but especially that one, especially that message. No particular reason though. It just is. I'm realizing how mega scale this is. Well, gosh darn. I have a lot of work ahead of me for this one. Boys, girls, and squirrels. And you know, I'm still not that mad. I'm not mad at all, actually. I'm actually pretty excited. Kinda. For the most part, I'm excited. One, two, three. What do you mean, how's the block just floating in there? That's how Minecraft works. Blocks just float in Minecraft. Believe it or not. Yep. That's how Minecraft mechanics work. I would believe that with full confidence. I would honestly, I'd even wager money on it. That's how confident I am. Which is speaking a lot of words, because I'm not a gamba man unless it's in a game. I only gamba in game because I'm not a gamba man. Exactly. I'd only make a killing off you. Yes, you understand. We gamba in roguelites and roguelikes. And gamba our time. That's all we really gamba. No more, no less. Exactly. It's never fun in the real world. Stinky poo poo in the real world. Holy cow, it's already been an hour. Crazy. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum-ba-da-bum-ba. Okay, 5, 5. Five. Perfect. Viola, I'm winning. I love how that's so off-centered, but you know, I like it. I like how off-centered it is. We'll do the other one also off-centered, because it's funny. And then we just have this. Perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now some things I do have to consider. The first thing is how much of the control, how many of the system check stuff am I gonna put in this part of it? Because realistically, I'm not putting anything above here, other than, well, the rest of the reactor core, because I still have to do that, and then whatever form of maintenance or system checking I have to add the reactor core. Sorry, I had to yawn there. That's why there's a pause. And then over here is where the actual office is, the deradiator, decontamination area zone is. I need to check the overall systems of the entire building situation. Keep an eye on security. Keep an eye on all the inputs and outputs of where the radiation and not radiation, all the nuclear energy is going. Then also where like the condition of all the pipings, all the pipes stuff. Oh. Oh, you just now joined the Discord? Yeah. Now you will get permanent pings for VODs and Twitch streams. Eh, it happens. Congratulations! Now I get to bother you every single time I go live. And you chose this route. You're stuck here with me now. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't always. In my opinion, it's always nicer to have the Discord pings because like it's more noticeable when you get a Discord ping than when you get a Twitch ping most of the time, in my personal opinion. From personal experience. All right. Cool. That's building number 1. Done enough. I'm gonna have a lot of fun time trying to figure out how this is all gonna connect on the inside, but we have a general idea going. Yeah, that also happens, and that's either because they don't send one out, or Twitch is just not wanting to work and doesn't always send the notification out. That does also happen, sadly. Again, it is what it is, and that's why I also just like what's it called, Discord notifications. Because those are always consistent unless the bot just decides to decide to die on the streamer out of absolutely left field, but that does not happen very often. Hmm. Yeah, fair. Fair enough. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Hopefully not. But maybe. Maybe one day it'll happen. It'll be your most important day. You have the biggest dream going on, and it just doesn't want to work. It just stops working, and then you don't get. No one comes to your stream, and then you're just sad and depressed. Like how sad and depressed you were when no one came to your birthday party. May not be the biggest stream if no one comes, but it could be the biggest stream, like, as in something big is happening. Okay, this looks good. Yeah. Okay. You play games anyways. I don't think it makes a difference. Now I need to get the second building planned out with also the connector. Well, I actually have two ideas for the connectors. One is a bridge that will connect the buildings like up here, and then we'll also have a connector bridge right here. I never said you were losing. I'm just saying. I'm just stating what could happen. I'm simply just a teller. I'm simply just a knower. Let's see. Yeah, let's move you. How big of a bridge do I want? Probably 7 blocks wide. What's big? There's a lot of big things going on here. I want to make a joke, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think it's gonna be 7 blocks wide, probably 11 blocks long. Ah. Very funny. I'm dying over here. You actually killed me. That's how much I'm dying right now. Hmm. I can tell. 24 hours, huh? That's truly the average night shift experienced person. Someone's been on energy drinks a little too much. Someone's been on the coffee a little too much. Wow. But you've probably had coffee. Wow. So you're just a psychopath, gotcha. Good to know. I'm not super shocked. Because guess what? I also don't run on energy drinks or coffee. I've tried them just out of curiosity, but I don't drink them. I can't really drink them. I don't think you're that much of a psychopath, though. If you were, then you probably wouldn't have a family, a functional family of your own. Unless you're just like a massive manipulator. There's also that option as well. But I doubt that. I have my doubts. I think. I don't know how I want this bridge to look. I guess for now this would have to work. I do want something. I guess what I oh do I want to do that? So it's what walls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no, we can still make this work just the way it is. Okay, I just had a cool idea of a thing to go here, and I'm gonna I want to do it. I want to do it. Probably. When you push your body to the limit and you do it often enough, you start to become used to it. And that's kind of just basic survival and body survival for the most part. Wall me. Wally. Wall me. Much yes, much yes. Deep sleep. Yeah. There's a lot. Well, I mean, we're still doing things that we have no clue what we're doing with. Let's be real. And it doesn't matter who you are. That statement is true for basically everyone at some point. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's existential words. Words are hard with tongue tie. Existential type of thinking, though. To me, it's just not something I really care. It doesn't really come across my mind because it's not something that, like, it's not that I don't care. It's just it's not something that makes me worry because I don't really worry about that kind of thing typically. It's not something that my brain really has to think too much about. Because the way I see it is, no one knows everything. So at the end of the day, we're always doing something new, or something we don't know at some point. Mm-hmm. And that's the bare minimum principle I go by. And so far, it has done me well. It has done me very well, and I cannot. I am not complaining about it. Hmm. Yeah. Wise words, indeed. Yeah. Like, it's the same principle of why be mega panicky when mega panicky just makes things stressful for no reason. You don't gotta be mega panicky. Just gotta take a step back. Take a step back and think. It's only worth panicking if you can obviously something like dying, clearly dying, or you see something absolutely horrific, and I mean like beyond basic human morals horrific. Hmm. Yeah. Another principle I like to stick by is which is a little bit of that is you have to live in the present to actually make it to actually live your life. If you don't live in the present, you don't make any you can't live your life. Hmm, that's fair. Hmm, maybe. I wouldn't consider myself that wise though. I'm simply a goofy goober who is making decked out in Minecraft on stream for a bunch of random people who seem to like it. I mean, of course, but it doesn't make much difference. I don't think, or maybe it doesn't. Yeah, who knows? Oh. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I kind of like it. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I just know I want this I just know I want this down here. That's all I know. Get it in your high school, huh? I can move. Hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Um, um, honestly, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't really surprise me at all. That's what was the outcome. Hmm. Yeah. For some reason, I had a feeling that was going to be the outcome. Hmm. Yeah. Well, good on you. The more you know. Hmm. I don't think this can really help anyone. I'm gonna be honest. It's it's a game that if you don't like it, it's definitely not helping you. You know, I'm just realizing something. No, mom, you don't gotta tell me the story again. She's not my actual mother. Do not crucify me. Do not crucify me. Mm. I mean, you can still say son as a form of dialect, depending on where you live. Mm. Mm. Oh, I get that. I get that. Big door. Actually, this can be a thinner. It'll be a skyscraper, but it'll be thinner. Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. How big of So I want to give myself 3 blocks this way again. realistically speaking. I guess it would be fine if this was flesh with this one. Yeah, probably would be fine. Wouldn't be that bad. Then this one would also go all the way to the end. Do I want to curve it though? No, I don't want to curve it. Let's see, what are we looking at on this? Alright, so that's 3 blocks. 3 block different gap. And then we just gotta give it a 3 block gap here. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess technically we have to go from here. I guess that's fine. That should be alright. Wonderful. Second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Had to take a drink of water. Also pull my nose. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so if we made get this and then because this gives us plenty of space for different all the various rooms. Need one room that which is the definitive control room. Yes, you definitely heard every word. But we should have enough room for all of the various rooms, which is not many rooms. I'm gonna be the first one to say it's not that many. Unfortunately for me. We need the first room, which is a decontamination room. That's the very first room. Then we have a definitive control room. Then we have a well, technically speaking, we have two different. The first one is for the nuclear reactor core. Then the second one is for the operating systems, which is connected to the coal plant. So for the one for the nuclear, for the one for the nuclear reactor. Oh, actually, no, that one, the reactor one is in the reactor building. Yes, I like every word. Yes, that one's good. That one has a spot. The one for the coal plant should have a spot at some point. We also need one for just like security. We also need one for a safe. We need safe room. And we also need to. Well, do we need to run turbine? Yeah, we should probably figure. I need to figure out where the turbines get ran. Well, I guess technically the turbines would just get ran in this building where I'm working on right now, which would be at the very bottom on the floor level down there on that actual level. And then I'm thinking turbines would just be like back there doing their thing. What else? Just like some basic office areas, of course. We also need to figure out the rooms to actually, like, you know, what needs to be turned on, what needs to be turned off, and all that stuff. Because the way it looks, the way it's supposed to be laid out is this is the reactor core, this is the building that keeps an eye on the entire thing, so the actual power plant part of it. Then on the right side, which I'll price that right now, so we can get a good visualization of it. This right here is two buildings. The first one is the coal plant, which is pretty straightforward. We're just burning coal. And then the second thing with it is, while it's burning coal, it is also helping run the machines to process the refined rocks and minerals that are collected from the tunnels and the mines, which that is the entrance to the tunnels and the mines, subfloors. But yeah, this is the layout we're working with. I think we're all good though, overall. This is really all I wanted to get done for the most part for stream. Wasn't gonna be a whole lot I wanted to do with this because most of it I'm gonna be doing off stream, I think. Not yet. There will be eventually. That's just the entrance. That will be the entrance eventually to a tunnel that leads you to the underground tunnels in the sewage system, and then from there leads you to caverns, some abandoned caverns, and then from the abandoned caverns, it'll lead you to the abandoned mines. Absolutely, secret tunnel. Absolutely. And no, it's not rough, buddy. It's the opposite of rough, buddy. What else? Yeah, that should be it though for now. And I don't think I'm going to do any more on stream, because we are pushing to 5 in the morning. So I think this is a good spot to end off, because womp, womp, womp. Too bad, Sky. I'm done. I got what I needed done. Because we got the reactor core right here, all planned out and in its own building as well, with the building pretty much fleshed, like sized up, which is good. We got the connector bridge that I wanted, one of the two anyways. And then we also have, well, the final thing, which will be the actual nuclear power plant part of the building, the actual power plant aspect of the nuclear power plant. And then of course the coal plant slash rocks and minerals processing refinery building. That which also might actually just be part of this building just because of how much space there is. Hi there, buddy. Oh, hold on. Before stream ends, we are gonna do a thing. Come here. Come here. Perfect. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Thank you. My life is complete. My life is complete now. Well, the head I just got is from a hermit's head from Hermitcraft, and that's gonna be really good. The more of those I can collect, the better, because I can collect. I use them for armor stands to make life like armor stands to make them feel like actual people. Now this guy is just a wandering trader. They have random trades, and this is what I'm gonna do to him. Maybe. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. That's a great way to end the night. No, too late. It's too late. You know what? Just for that, just because you said that, boom. Into the void of abyss he went. And no, I have no shame. I have zero shame. No remorse. Oh, you want him back? Okay, gotcha. I got you. Boom. He's gone. Again. Oh, yes, I did. And you can't do anything about it. It's circle life. That's how it works. You bring them in, then you erase them from existence. Rinse, repeat. You don't get any beneficiary value other than because womp womp. It's exactly womp womp. Hello, I like penguins. 15. How's it going? You kind of came at a poor time. I'm actually getting really close to ending stream. Actually, I guess there's some stuff there's some busy work I can still do. Yeah, it is a little unfortunate timing, but I got some time. I still got some time. Still got some small works to do. Won't be ending quite yet. But how's it going? Good here. Appreciate you for staying. Doing alright. Just getting close to the end of my day as we are closing in on 5 in the morning. Good old late stream. Technically my second stream for the day. Or night. However you want to look at it. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. How do I want to... Is that 5? That's 5. 6? That's 6. That's 6. Okay. It's 5. That's also 5. Okay. Interesting. Sweet. Okay. Now let's just copy this over. And then we remove the measurement blocks. And we finish extruding this. Perfect. That's all done there. What else? What else? What else? I guess we can add in these as well while I'm at it. I appreciate it. I'd say I'm okay at building. I'm definitely no natural talent. Definitely had to put some time to practice in. I appreciate it. Appreciate it though. Let's see. I need to. Oh. No. Well, maybe. Maybe we just have the turbines right here. And then, yeah, so if we just had the turbines right here. Yeah. it is what it is. Yeah, so we just set, yeah, this kind of works. Yeah, that actually works really nicely. So the trap lines will just go right there. That's perfect. And what's great ideas in what sense, penguins? I'm a bit lost on where your thinking is on that. That's a big door. That's a really big door. Wonderful. What's up next? No, that all seems good. Yeah, it's good enough for now. Yeah, I like it. All right, that is where I'm gonna call it. Oh, only 2 hour stream. The mod that you might be thinking about, I'm guessing like the one for building, that one is called Axiom. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, only 2 hour stream, but in total 6 hours of streaming today. Bad. Decent amount done. I am gonna end stream there. Don't know when I'll be live next. Probably not for a decent bit. Maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days. That's kind of what the average usually is. Might be an entire week, don't know. But thanks for everyone stopping in. Well, you all have a good rest of your day or night. Poor Sky, as always. I will see whomever, maybe, possibly, again, this another time.